And we hope you have watched the last video we did, guys, about things you need to know about Qatar. Well, if you're planning to come to live here or even to work here. If you have not, guys, have a look at the videos down below, or rather just look out for it, guys. We hope it will be informative, or it rather was informative. And we wrap, guys, to bring you up to speed with
misconception you might have heard about Qatar.
Exactly. So, guys, we're actually going to tell you about things you may have heard about Qatar that are not actually true, or rather that are actually an exaggeration of what actually is on the ground, because kwa ground si vitu ni different. So, guys, like we said, we'll be talking about the misconceptions about Qatar, things you may have heard guys talk about, or guys
telling you about Qatar.
Yeah, that are not true, that are possibly not the right thing. Like they were misinforming you, or they were telling you things that are not actually accurate based on hearsay, things they may have heard from friends or from guys who possibly came here for a day or two.
Yeah.
So, guys, the misconception number one about Qatar is that it is too hot for human habitation. Yeah, we could put it that way. Like,
it's too hot, but it's also too cold during the winter. And let me tell you,
so what happens, guys, is it actually gets very hot during summer, but the basic way, like how we survive, is we have air conditioners basically in every house. So what happens is with the AC on, you can live, like you can survive, but you cannot walk under the sun during summer. And you, just in case you're walking for a short distance or so, you got to have a bottle of water with you. But anyway, we have managed for the past 3 years, so it's easy. Again, it is during winter. As you can see, I'm braced for it. It is very cold. What happens, like we said in our last vlog, is it is very windy, cold and windy. It rains at times, but not always. But it gets very cold, very windy, and very hot. But the whole bit of it is too hot for human
habitation. It's not correct.
Yeah, I mean, you can survive. We actually survive.
If you're having to live, you better pack your clothes with the winter clothes also. Like me, when I was coming here for the first time, I was actually told it's always hot, so there's no need to carry a lot of clothes, there's no need for sweaters, there's no need for jackets. I only came with only summer clothes, and it got so difficult because I came here during the winter. It was so hard to survive during that time.
Yeah, so basically, guys, it's okay. It's the kind of weather where you can survive anyway. It is hot. We cannot compare it with our home countries.
No.
It gets hot. Like, we don't have different seasons. You only have 2. But either way,
hot,
you can
cold.
just survive. Yeah, it is either very hot,
or
very hot, like we said in our last vlog, or it is cold, freezing cold, very windy, like very windy,
like right now.
One other thing, guys, you may have heard people talk about Qatar is that it is not a safe place to live and work in. But the truth is,
it's actually the second safest place to live in the world right now.
Oh wow, in comparison to?
I don't know which is the first one, but today I read somewhere that it is the second safest place to live, Doha.
Guys, when you lose your phone, like, let us talk about matters theft and security and such things. When you lose your phone, you're bound to getting it back. You leave it in a cab, someone will give you a call and ask, hey, you left your phone in our car or something. You will just get it back. So they talk about, like, you don't lose things. You remember you losing your wallet?
Yeah, I lost my wallet
in the mall,
and it had to be announced for me to come take it. And when I went to retrieve it, it actually had all my necessary documents, my ID, my ATM, everything was there intact.
Exactly, it is safe. Like we say, it is safe.
No fighting,
yeah, we
no
don't
bombing,
have
no nothing. It's a very peaceful country.
Like, mass killings do not exist here. We don't have terrorists.
Yeah.
We don't have thieves. So, well, I'm not saying you can leave your phone anywhere and just expect things to happen. But anyway, what we're trying to, like, insist on is that it is a very safe country to reside in.
Christianity is not tolerated because it's a Muslim country. That is a very false misconception, because they give chances to all religions, including the Hindu, the Hindu and the other there is freedom of worship.
Exactly. Actually, that's the best way to put it. There's freedom of worship. Like we actually put it in our last vlog, guys. We have churches. We have, I don't know whether they are kosher, right? Okay, we have churches, we have places for worship. So just in case you're not a Muslim and you go to a mosque, you can find a place where you can worship, and yeah, so you don't have to fear coming here because for one reason or the other you're not a Muslim and you need to go to church or something. You will find a place to worship and you're sorted with that.
Yeah, they give you that privilege. The other concept is about women being treated in an inferior way.
Yeah, and rather women oppression and all, male patriarchy and everything. Guys, we actually can talk about having equal chances for men and women in this country. Like we have ladies driving. I'm also glad that this was introduced in Saudi Arabia. Like we have female drivers in that place. Like they now can access driving licenses and everything, which was not happening earlier on. The same thing happens here. We have females holding leadership positions in big companies. We have females driving. We have females doing absolutely everything every other man can do. We have
women are given the opportunity to expand in their education.
So we are sorted. Actually, absolutely everything is sorted. So when they tell you that you'll come here and possibly not do a certain thing or the other because you're a woman, you're misinformed. You will actually come here and thrive. Guys, actually, if you have the know-how, if you just know how to go about something, you will nail it absolutely. Whether you're a woman or whether you're a man in Qatar and you're sticking to do something, for some reason or the other, you will not be marginalized because you're a woman. You will nail it. You'll just ace it wherever you go. Guys, one other thing they may have told you about Qatar is that alcohol, beer, is not sold here, or rather you cannot drink over here. So what happens is, if you want to purchase your alcoholic drink and take it at home, you need a permit. You need a permit, a special permit to actually purchase the same. But you can actually buy the same in bars and restaurants all over. If you just pop into a restaurant, you can buy the drink of your choice and you can indulge, as far as you do not misbehave or do something unruly. You can also do it in your home.
Or the other misconception which you might have had is that all women must
cover their heads. Like you need a scarf, you need a hijab. You don't. We
My
don't.
friend, that's not true.
Yeah,
that's not true. You can walk the way I am, uncovered, but when you go to the specific places which demand that you must be covered, not the head specifically.
I mean, you just dress modestly, in a respectful manner.
Yeah.
So basically, your shoulders in such places,
especially shoulders.
Yeah, shoulders and your knees. In some places, basically, that is where the rule applies. But you just can. Okay, you of course, like we insist on dress modestly. You got to dress modestly, but the whole bit of a headgear, a hijab, a baya, you don't need that. You actually don't need that. If you choose to, it's okay. If it's too hot and you need a headscarf, well and good. But if at all you choose not to use it, then thank you so much for the continued love and support. Thank you for clicking on this. And if at all you feel like we have missed a point or two, because possibly you reside here, you can put them down here in the comment section. Exactly. So guys, don't forget to
click to like, comment and subscribe.
Exactly, so that you don't miss, and you make sure
the notification bell button is on so that every time we post a new video you get the notification.
Exactly.
And also we need you to tell your friend, to tell a friend to come join us.
Anyway guys, bye,
see you next time. Bye.